When two or more than two substances combine together, they form a new substance that having different physical and chemical properties. It's called a compound. Yeah. So last year, how many types of compound we have seen? Who will tell me? Yes, Apurva, you can.
Organic compounds are those which contains carbon and hydrogen bonds.
Very good. Nice. So about a compound, it's having there two types. That is the first type is their organic compound, and second one is the inorganic compound. So when we're going to speak about organic compounds, there carbon is the main source or main element is present in that compounds. It's called the organic compounds. And about the inorganic compound, there is a carbon is absent, so it's called the inorganic compound. Okay. Generally, initially when we have started this separation between two these compounds, organic and inorganic, so it's decided one make the sentence like that or one thinking about it. It is present in only animals, not in plants and not in other things. But afterwards, it found this carbon is present in so many plants as well as there's so many metals, non-metals, or other things are there. Okay, so we have seen there what is meant by compound. Then afterwards, we have seen carbon compounds means organic compounds and inorganic compounds. So last year already you have learned this about the you can see their metal like as a glass or soil, several other materials from foodstuffs to fuels are made up of the organic compounds. Remember this. And there is I told you it's a essential element that is the carbon should be there, then only it should be called the organic compound. Okay, so now, after these organic compounds studied by different scientists, and they have given a lot of information about different topics. So, first they have studied on the bonds in carbon compounds. Which types of bonds? So, actually, what in the bond will tell me. When we are going to speak bonds in the carbon compounds, so as compared to other metals or as compared to other objects or things in carbonic compound, there is the weaker bonding present between it. Weaker bonding present between it. That is the main reason why its boiling and melting point is so many carbonic compound that less than or lower than 300 degrees Celsius. You can see here in front of you some compounds are given its melting point and boiling point. Methane, CH4. So its melting point is there minus 183 degree and boiling point you will see there minus 162 degrees Celsius. About ethanol, CH3, CH2, OH minus 117 and boiling point is the 78. Chloroform, CH3 minus 64 and 61. Acetic acid, CH3, COOH. Its melting point is 70 degree and boiling point is 118 degrees Celsius. So here is one thing there. I want to ask one question: why ethanol is used as the fossil fuel? Why ethanol is used as a fossil fuel? Who will tell? Anybody can tell? Very simple thing is there. Its boiling point is lesser than the water, or as compared to other liquids. So due to that reason, it is used as a fossil fuels, and nowadays you are aware about it in petrol. It's used ethanol. 10% ethanol is added in petrol now, and due to that reason, so it will be help to reduce the pollution. It will be help to the reduce the pollution as well as it will be helpful to save the fossil fuels. Okay, getting it. And very important thing. So carbonic compounds, their boiling point is lower than the 300 degrees Celsius. Due to that reason, its intermolecular force between it's very weaker and it can easily break. Remember. Okay, getting it?
Yeah. The force of attraction which holds the atoms together in a molecule is called a chemical bond.
Very good. And now, Apurva, you can.
A connection between two or more elements that have been joined together by a substance, heat, or pressure is called chemical bond.
Yeah, good. So connection between two ions or atoms, that's called a chemical bond. Very nice, both girls given the correct answer. The next question is what is the number of chemical bonds that an atom of an element forms called? What is the number of chemical bonds that an atom of an element forms called? So very simple. The number of chemical bonds that an atom of an element forms the called valency. We have learned about it. When if you take the atomic number, that time how many valence electrons are present in outermost shell and how they forms with another compound or another element, that's called the valency. Now, third question for you: what are two important types of chemical bonds? Yes, Apurva.
Covalent bond and ionic bond.
Okay, very good. Pranjal, can you tell me what is by covalent bond? Our both girls given correct answer. First one just she has given the accepting or losing the electrons, and they form it. It's called the covalent bond. And now, what is by ionic bond? Who will tell me? Ionic bond. Okay, I will tell there when two types of ions, like as a cation and anions, when they combine together and they form their bonding, that's called ionic bond. Okay, getting it? Yes or no? Are you getting it? Yes or no? Please give me reply. Apurva, did you got it? Have you understood? Alicia?
Yes, sir.
Samruddhi, Abak, Yashasri, Hankare, speak fast. Shinde, Jape, Rushikesh, Garad. Okay. When we are going to say or when we are going to discuss about the relationship between electron configuration and valency, that time we are getting the first thing. What is the electronic configuration of given atom? Suppose we are going to take about the carbon. Its atomic number is 6. Then we are getting electronic configuration 2 and 4. The number of electrons remains, means if you see like this, suppose the structure is there about the carbon. This is your nucleus inside. And here, this first cells having their valency of only 2 electrons. Okay, here 6 electrons, the remaining will come here 4 electrons in this second. Then we know, might be you have remember or not, I don't know, but its second cells, its capacity to hold the electron, that is 8. Okay, so here only 4, and that time here valency of carbon is coming 4. Means what is the electronic configuration, and if its outermost cell or orbit, how many electrons are present, that is called the valency. Okay, getting it? About this we have seen. Now nearby the noble gas, about the oxygen and neon, you will see. Oxygen, neon, or hydrogen, you can see here. Hydrogen, helium, sorry. So it's given atomic number 2. So it's completing it duplet. There is no need. But when it comes in contact with the neon, whose valency is also like this, it's completed. It's a duplet and octet. Okay, then its valency there is 0. Valency is 0. Then also it can combine, depends on the situation and condition, it can combine with other elements. Okay. Now we'll take the example of water, H2 and O. Means valency of hydrogen is the 1, but there are 2 hydrogen atoms, means its valency 2. And about the oxygen, its valency there. Can you tell me what is the valency of oxygen? Atomic number of oxygen is, will tell me what is the 8. So
8.
in first cell 2 and second cell 4. Yeah, sorry, 6, 2, 6, 8. So easily its valency there 2, and it can combine with hydrogen molecules. Okay. Now we have to see about the attended configuration of noble gas helium. by losing one after one another all the 4 valence electrons. About the helium, we are going to speak. Its valency is 0. Like this, we are saying that because its duplet is complete. Duplet is completed, but it's more than one atom is there present, then it will be there. It can lose these 2 electrons, and that's called the positive charge on it. And due to that reason, this positive charge goes on increasing, and during loss of every electron, therefore, to lose the next electron, more energy is required. Okay, and which make the task more difficult. So C4 plus cation that would ultimately forms in this process become unstable. So see here, its valence is therefore its valence is 2, and when it's going to react with it 2, at that time its positive charge increases. So positive charge is going to increase. Then automatically, if any one charge increases in positive or negative, then it will be become there unstable, and due to that reason, it will not take part in the chemical reaction. Getting it? Yes or no?